Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 9 p.m. English news point live per Télé Chaine. Here the top stories. National education, near 100,000 students went to school this morning. That was the headlines, and now welcome to the national news. The President of the Republic welcomed this memorial of the late Ahmed Yusuf Ahmed. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Anglais, has made today, Sunday, a tribute to the memorial of the late Ahmed Yusuf Ahmed, one of the leading figures of the political landscape nationally. Today evening, Sunday earlier in the morning in France, where he was receiving care. In his tribute, the President Anglais has described the deceased Jewish policy a main police and sage who continuously sought to give glory to God. Personality, available and friendly, he was known and appreciated also the large public for his modesty and his accessibility, said the head of state. Formality in his condolences to his family, his relatives and friends. May God mercy the welcome in his eternal body, as furthermore hope the President of the Republic. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Portrays to the head of an important family for Ahmed Yusuf Ahmed, who recently on the political plane exercised the affection of the President of the Union for National Salvation (USN), the coalition of parties Jewish from the opposition. Windows 100,000 people in the public school and the private received this morning the page of the schools. This feat school has concerned the whole of the schools in the country. Nearly of thousands of students have received their classes, and a few hundreds of children accompanied by their parents have assured their class when the school year in the basic school. The school workers are unwound in good condition. They were supervised by the director of schools. In total, 100,000 people in school have been able to join their different establishments. On this occasion, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohammed, has made a statement yesterday in the press, or in the first time he wished to good recovery of all students and injuries. The National Minister of Education has presented the major priority of his department for this school year. He has thus announced several measures intended to raise the level of education and to allow the school success of each child. The Minister of Workload of the reform of the administration, Mr. Hassan Idris Samri, has received this morning, Sunday, 10 September 2017, in his company, the visit of new coordinator of the system of United Nations, President Representative of the UNFDP in Djibouti, Mr. Barbara Amenzi. After wishes to welcome and pleasant stay in country has the representative UNFDP, the Minister recalled during the meetings the links of successful cooperation between UNDP and the Ministry of Labour. Indeed, UNDP brings available assistance and formative support in the implementing, particularly in the field of the professional insertion. Through the action of UNDP, the Ministry of Labour has in choice a donation institutional framework of the Japanese government, which has enabled him to participate the program of improvement to the employability and of young people through the contract of provision, as well as 140 young people have been put in internships with the economic operators of the place and are posted currently on the labor market. The Minister has said that partnership is to endure and that UNDP remains mobilized in our return to meet the challenges relating to development of the country. Mr. Babil Mini has ensured the Minister of the Commitment in UDP to assist and make its contribution to the development of the Republic of Djibouti. The Secretary of State for Social Affairs, Mr. Muna Osman Aden, accompanied by the Director General of Agency, the Egyptian Social Development ADS, Mahdi Mohammed Jama, and the Prefect of the Region Arta, Abdullahi Okiye Drar, and the President of the Regional Council of Arta, Ilmi Bouhe, visited today the village of Demerjouk, Kura, located in the region of Arta. They are responsible to meet with the inhabitants of this village. They are discussed the problem of the small village. Is listening to the representative of the inhabitants. The first problem which has directly affected the people who habitate is the tree of property. That there is a problem which came sometimes as he unclosed the road between the small village. This delegation visited road between the village are few of what is happening at the bottom on this road. They promised that they will implement of this village to open as quickly as possible the road that defeats the village. A society Janice who no work for cleaning the trees of conductive to open its routes. The US went to visit the Egyptian program that simultaneously converged on Mecca for the week of the Hajj and perform a series of rituals. Then mutually invocated the law and wishes that the God accepted the Hajj. The National Reference Center in Reproductive Health has opened its door in the framework of the week. Open door that was held from 3 to 7 September 2017 at the center of Sina, located in the city of Hodan in the commune of Belbela. Launched on 3 September last by the acting director of the center of Sina, Mrs. Nim'ah Musa. The week open door had started by a meeting of information and advocacy with doctors, heads of community health centers. Subsequently, the direction of the Center of Hussein welcomed the midwives in a position in health centers in order to inform, equip, and educate them on the roles and missions of this National Reference Center in the promotion of reproductive health. The interest of these open doors is to synthesize health professionals consisting of doctors and midwives on the usefulness of the benefit offered by the Center of Hussein. And finally, the last Tuesday, it was the term of 3 women leaders from the different neighborhoods of the capital of closed this week. Door open initiated by the Directorate of the Center in cooperation with the Directorate for the Promotion of Health. In addressing this community rally, the acting director of the center, Mrs. Nim'ah Musa, and the director of the DPS, Mr. Abdullahi Samoud Aye, have in turn explained to the assistants the mission and the prerogative of the center of reference Husseinia. In addition, the center has also been visited by a group association of young people from all corners of the capital to acquire useful information on the capitalists and the benefit of the specialized center. All these young people and all these women leaders will serve as effective really to disseminate and spread the messages through their respective communities. Inaugurated by the President of the Republic, Same Ismail Gili, in June 2009, the Center of Reference Husseinia has a powerful infrastructure and aptitudes instead of the art technique that organized in several units initiated by a qualified staff and dynamic. These units are composed of the reception, orientation, the group education, family planning, the consultation of this midwife, the consultation of the gynecologist, the laboratory radiology, the operating block, and finally the unit training. the center of reference. Senior is involved in the issues related to the health of the reproduction, such as screening of several of cervical cancer and the breast cancer, the problem of infertility, the danger linked to the sexuality, fertility, not planet, sexually transmitted disease, the menopause, or even the fight against clandestine abortions. We regret to announce you the date of Mahmoud Awad Haidar, the later day yesterday evening in Cairo, very now in the sporting environment, where he was very active in the organization of the game and meeting of different federations. For Mahmoud Awad Haidar had first worked in the quality of civil officer in the Office of Command and Logistical Support times of the French army. He had finished by integrating the protocol service of the presidency of the Republic. Mahmoud Awad Haidar was also born in 1938 in Djibouti. He leaves 6 girls and a boy, who Omar Mahfoud, agent of the EDD, as well as several small children. The devil hid the home in his eternal body. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And the regional news now. The first football match played in Somalia at night in more than 30 years took place on Friday night in Mogadishu Benandur Stadium. More than 15,000 fans got in the stadium to witness the historic game in Somalia. Say Mohammed has more.
Football fans in Mogadishu were cheering on their teams in the first nighttime match since chaos descended on the Somali capital nearly 3 decades ago. The tournament for 16 and 18 years old at the Koni Stadium, renovated by FIFA, was under high security because of the constant threats posed by the Al-Shabaab Islamist group. This was a great moment for the country and football fans. It was in 1988 that the last night game was played in Mogadishu, said Omar Ibrahim Abdussalam, a spokesman for the Somali Football Federation. The federation hoped that if the game unfolds without a major incident, it will open the door to similar matches. Hanad Guled, a resident of Mogadishu, said, "It is a step toward peace and stability after so many years in the darkness. If Somalia can once again consider match in the evening in Mogadishu, then we are not so far from returning to the former peaceful days." However, Guled said that for security reasons, it will watch the meeting. However, Guled said that for security reasons, he will watch the meeting on television.
And in Uganda now, a number of unsolved murders of young women in Uganda is putting real public measure on the police force, long accused by opposition politicians of spending more time suppressing political reasons than tackling crime. More details in this video.
A number of unsolved murders of women in recent week has put police in Uganda on the spot for not being able to apprehend those behind the gruesome murders. Widespread media coverage of the appearance of 20 corpses beside roadside south of the capital since May reflect public anger, with police for repeatedly saying they have arrested the perpetrators only for another body to be discovered. There have been occasional individual cases of alleged ritual murders in the East African nation, but this is the first time there has been such a large number of people killed with tear gas, beating or detention. Many residents suspect the murder victim are killed elsewhere and the body later dumped.
And to finish out tonight's edition, in 2012, following the G8 summit in Camp David, Maryland in the United States, and Syngenta announced an invitation 10 years cruise plan for its African operation. The continent can achieve food security in a generation, a program for business as well as for humanity as a whole. 5 years on the African Forum of the Green Revolution allows it set out a vision of the challenge and opportunities for the next 5 years. Let's watch it for more. information.
Africa will benefit from $280 million financing to launch its green revolution. Agriculture is the basis of the economic growth of the continent, according to donors gathered in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. This funding will be provided through the Partnership for Inclusive Agriculture in Africa, funded mainly by the foundations Bill and Melinda Gates, Rockefellers, and the United States Agency for International Development. The aim of this support is to catalyze and support inclusive agricultural transformation in at least 12 African countries, which will increase incomes and improve the food security of industrialization for African agriculture. Ghana, Nigeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Malawi, and Mozambique are the main institutions responsible for implementing the partnership with the 12 priority countries.
That's it for tonight's news. Thanks for being with us and have a wonderful evening.